Hey guys, Rocky here. Just getting ready to get back at it again. Took a little break, had a cup of coffee. Figured while I was out getting coffee, I might as well run a few errands too, and decided, well, I'm there. I might as well go to Canadian Tire since I'm already out. Pick up some supplies here. Got the Bondo. Now I know that looks like a lot of Bondo, but you got to realize I've got to do 4 quarters on this, so I'll probably use the majority of that, if not all of it. Hopefully I won't run out. Hopefully that'll be enough. I think that'll be enough, but I got some reddish colored primer. This is probably as close as I'm going to get to the color of the vehicle. You know, the vehicle's a kind of a reddish color. It's a little off, but it's not too far off, I guess. Then maybe, I'm not even sure, but I'm thinking that I got some red Plasti Dip. That's actually not Plasti Dip, it's a different brand. It's the same kind of material, same stuff. Spray on rubber, spray on vinyl, whatever you want to call it. It's just a different brand. So it's not as good as a Plasti Dip in terms of color. It's a little more washed out. So I'm thinking if I put that primer on, and once that primer dries, if I throw a coat of that on there, it might even come up a little closer to the color that the vehicle is already. Won't have a high gloss finish or anything like that. It'll be somewhat flat. But that'll give it a little more reddish tint than what the primer has. Primer, it's not really red. It's more of a brownish color. But then you put that red Plasti Dip over top of it, might bring it up and make it look a little closer. Anyway, that's a possibility. Or I might even just go out and find a can of flat red paint that comes somewhat close to it and try to match it up that way. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. But I'm very thankful that I'm in the garage today doing some work in here, because it's nice and toasty warm and comfortable, and when you go outside and open the door, it's a totally different world out there. Right now she's raining and almost snowing, cold, the wind is blowing like crazy. I'm a little worried about hail. I have to keep listening and checking for hail, because if we get any hail I'm going to have to get my car out of there real quick and get it into the garage. But I'm going to show you what it's like out there. It's very windy, very dirty, chilly, wet, nasty. So like I said, I'm very thankful I'm in the garage here doing some work. I'm going to continue with the body work down here. I've got myself to the point where I'm right at the very back of it here now. Like I told you I was going to do a while ago, I trimmed the edge off here now so it matches up a little better with the body. Going to go along with the torch and see if I can tack this up nice and tight with the torch here so that it's a little more flush. Once I got that tacked up, or once I've got that tapped into place with the torch, shaped, I'm going to take the TIG welder, or the MIG welder again, go along and just do some spot welding like I've done here. I'm quite surprised with this. The spot welds, once I ground them down, they don't look nearly as bad as they did. I don't really see any point in trying to go in and fill in between the spots that I don't have anything, because that's solid. I hit that pretty hard with a grinder and nothing moved. I mean, it cleaned it down, smoothed it up some, but it's still solid. I do have a few more spots. I don't know, might put a few more welds. I do definitely have to put some welds down here and some down here underneath. And then I have to put, a few spots along here as well. And once I got that done, I might have to trim this edge a little bit so I can fold it in, tuck it in under, because it's a little bigger or wider than what the original fender was. I might want to make that meet where it's supposed to. And once that's all in place, then I'll probably do the last little bit of welding up in that section up inside here, as I mentioned. And once that's done, I think I'll give it a good wipe down with mineral spirits, let it dry really good. Then go ahead and spread some Bondo on there and let that set up. Just a thin coat anywhere that, I think it's going to, I'll fill it up. I know it's going to take quite a bit right here. I might even go in behind here and try to push this out a little bit. I think this is a little deep right here. I might not want quite that much filler. This looks pretty good here. I'm going to look at the other side and see how it's shaped. It's quite possible I might want to take the hammer and put a ridge here, because I think it might even be sunken in here like that in this section, and more, a little bit more of a ridge here. I'm not sure. I got to go over and look at the other side, get an idea. I'm going to just look at the other side, get a reference, and then try to match this up the same way. If I have to do a little more hammering for body shaping, and then put the filler on, that's what I'm going to do. But in the meantime, I'm going to go at this section down here and finish this up, get the welds in place. And when I have, actually, I was going to say when I have it done, I'll let you see, but I think I'll just set you up, turn the camera on, let you guys watch what I'm doing. Obviously, that's what the whole process is about. There's no point in doing it and then coming back, turn the camera on, and showing you afterwards. Might as well leave the camera active and get as much of it on video as I can and show you what I'm doing. So I'm just going to pause for a second till it gets set up so we're not wasting space here, and then we'll resume.